Hola clase, bienvenidos. Hoy vamos a hablar un poquito más sobre el presente progresivo. Okay, remember, the present progressive tense is the tense we use to say I am walking, you are talking. To form that tense, we use estar in the present tense with a present participle of the verb. Remember that present participle is formed by taking the infinitive, dropping the AR, ER, or IR, and then adding ando to AR verbs or yendo to ER, IR verbs. You can see here at the bottom of the screen, if you were trying to say I am eating, you would get estoy comiendo. Okay, I went to the yo form of estar, took comer to eat, dropped the ER, and added yendo. Okay, you're now on your note guide going to practice conjugating hablar. Okay, I would like you to conjugate hablar all the way out in the present progressive tense. Okay, so in this first box, you're going to say I am speaking. Second box, you are speaking, and so on. Please pause me and write your conjugation. Okay, let's review. You should have gotten estoy hablando, estás hablando, está hablando, estamos hablando, y están hablando. Okay, so the notes for today. Reflexive verbs in the present progressive. The reflexive pronoun must always match the subject of the sentence, okay? That is true no matter what tense you are conjugating a reflexive verb in, okay? That say must, at the end of the verb, must always match the subject. Secondly, when using reflexive verb in the present progressive tense, because there are two verbs, you have two options on where you can place that reflexive pronoun. Option 1, like it tells you here, the reflexive pronoun can go before the form of a star. So for example, if I'm saying I am washing myself, me estoy lavando. Okay, there is a second option that I can use when replacing or when placing the reflexive pronoun. I can attach that pronoun to the present participle. Okay, I can say estoy lavándome. You will notice that if you attach the pronoun to the end, an accent will be added to the A of ando or the E of yendo. And that's just to preserve natural stress. Okay, so again, if you have a reflexive verb, like lavarse, and you're trying to say, I am washing myself, you're going to take that verb, conjugate it like normal, and then just make sure your reflexive pronoun matches the subject and you've placed it in the right location. Okay, and again, back to our universal pronoun rule that we keep seeing time and time again. We have two verbs here, and because we have two verbs, we have two options when placing that pronoun, before the first verb or attached to the second. Okay, this rule is of where to place this pronoun also is going to apply with any of the other pronouns we have in Spanish. Okay, so if it's an indirect object, if it's a me, te, le, nos, os, les, or if it's a direct object, me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, las, they follow the exact same pronoun placement rules. Okay, option 1, you can put it before the form of a star. Or option 2, you can attach it to the ando or yendo. Okay, let's practice. Our directions here say, use the present progressive to complete these sentences. In number 1, I'm trying to say, I am getting ready. Okay, so first let's get this say out of the way. Conjugate arreglar in the present progressive. In the yo form, that would be estoy arreglando. Then we have to make sure that this say matches the subject. Okay, so it turns to me. and then place it in the right area. So you have two options here. You can say me estoy arreglando or estoy arreglándome. Okay, please pause me. Do practice numbers 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we'll check our answers. Okay, number 2. We are taking off our shoes. That would be nos estamos quitando or estamos quitándonos. Number 3, they are washing their hands. You would have se están lavando or están lavándose. 4, you're taking a shower. That would be te estás duchando or estás duchándote. And then number 5, Juanita is falling asleep. Se está durmiendo or está durmiéndose. Okay, so just to recap again, when you have a reflexive verb, number 1, always make sure that reflexive pronoun se matches the subject. And then number 2, when it comes to placing that pronoun, you put it before the first verb or you attach it to the second. Okay? If you have any questions, please jot that down on your note guide or see your textbook page 124. Okay, muchas gracias. Adiós.